All right, folks, brand new week. Howard Riell, Real Truth. Let's get right into the mix from Fox 31 Denver. An undocumented immigrant charged with vehicular homicide after a fiery crash on March 3rd bonded out of jail a week later and managed to avoid being detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Ivan Zamaripa Castaneda was wanted by ICE, but the Denver Sheriff's Department said Sunday although the department alerted ICE in response to a request for release notification it received. That didn't occur until 6:33 p.m. Zamaripa Castaneda, 26, bonded out at 5:28 p.m. So first, let me tip my hat to the citizens of Denver, Colorado, who vote Democrat, who have a Democrat mayor, and who are inviting criminals from all over the country to come be safe in Denver. Now, if you are within the sound of my voice, there's a good chance that you, or your spouse, or your son, or your daughter, or your mother or father will be beaten savagely, or raped, or robbed, or knifed, or shot, or otherwise bloodied. Maybe slammed into while driving by an illegal alien, because after all, you're a sanctuary city and criminals are welcome. Come on in, the water's fine. So my friends, if you're a Democrat voter, feel good that your city elects Democrats. Enjoy the funeral arrangements you'll be making for family members. Enjoy the mourning process, because after all, you get to wear black every day. Enjoy the next 50 years of your life kicking yourself in the backside because you thought it would be okay to coddle and protect criminals. If you're a Democrat voter in Denver, enjoy grappling with the next several decades of guilt that come from knowing that you, personally, you contributed to the horrifying death, maybe of a family member, maybe a neighbor, certainly someone who lives in Denver. By all means, enjoy the knowledge that thanks to your voting for Democrats, there will continue to be sanctuary city rules in Denver. You'll continue to protect violent criminals, drug dealers, what have you. And more innocent men, women, children, babies, the elderly will be butchered because of you, the Democrat voter. So now, whatever you're doing, stop and look at your hands. Hold your palms up to the ceiling. Look at your hands. Can you see the blood on them? If you're a Democrat voter, and Democrats turn Denver into a sanctuary city, then you, not the other people, I'm talking to you. You have blood on your hands. For protecting criminals, I'll tell you what. Let's get logical. If you love living someplace that protects hardened, vicious criminals, what the hell are you doing in America? Get out! Go live in some third world toilet where life is cheap, where children are for sale, where you get whatever you can get by taking it. If that's what you want, get the hell out. But if you believe in law and order, then why on earth would you vote Democrat? When Democrats have turned Denver into a magnet, a safe haven for criminals. Now, if you do believe that laws should be obeyed and criminals should be punished, and yet you still vote Democrat, well, then I've got to ask just how stupid you are. Because you're voting for the people who do want to protect criminals. You're voting for people who do want to make it more likely that your young daughter will be gang raped. If you're voting Democrat, you're voting for people who don't want law and order. So which is it, Democrat voters? Is it that you really, truly, in your heart of hearts, want to live in the third world? In which case, go. Or is it a genetic thing that because your parents are stupid, that you are stupid and hence working against your own self-interest? Which is it? It's not an extensive menu, my friends. You either are pro-criminal or profoundly stupid. In this day and age, there is no excuse for voting Democrat. You know that big fat tax cut America just got? Maybe your own paycheck has gotten bigger as a result. The Democrats wanted to stop it. The Democrats opposed it. The Democrats will rescind it if they can. So if you believe the money you earn really belongs to the government, you're an idiot. If you believe that there should be no border between us and Mexico, and that whoever wants to come in should come in freely, you're an idiot. I'm reading articles almost every day about people killed one way or another by an illegal alien. The Democrats want more illegal aliens. And in Denver, they want to protect the illegal aliens. So call me and tell me why it's not true that the blood is on your hands of these innocent victims. You have contributed in a very real way to the massacre of innocent men, women, and yes, children. Now, yeah, you could turn the dial and silence what I'm saying, but the truth remains. Whether you want lawless chaos or you're just too stupid to know what you're doing, either way, you're not wanted here in America. Go elsewhere. There's no more time for lawlessness or rampant stupidity. These people who were killed by an illegal alien, allegedly. Everything's alleged, right? Allegedly. If it's true that they were killed by an illegal alien, then you, the Democrat voter, are to blame. Sleep well tonight with that knowledge, if you can. We'll be back.
Ladies, this is Dandy Golden informing you that heart attacks in women can be different than heart attacks in men. Women having heart attacks will experience nausea, vomiting, indigestion, shortness of breath, or simply sudden and extreme fatigue, but no chest pain. Get emergency medical help and call 911 immediately if you are experiencing any of these symptoms. Pain, pressure, burning or squeezing in the chest, jaw, shoulder, back, or arms that last more than 5 to 10 minutes. Unexplained shortness of breath lasting more than 5 to 10 minutes. Sudden severe nausea, vomiting, or indigestion. Sudden sweating for no reason. Sudden unexplained extreme fatigue. Loss of consciousness or fainting. Or sudden unexplained panicky feeling of doom. The key, ladies, is to listen to your body. Follow your instincts, and if you experience symptoms that are disturbing to you in any way, or even remotely related to your heart, get yourself checked out right away. If your doctor brushes you off, that's a sign you need a new doctor. One who will actually do what is necessary to get to the bottom of your symptoms.
Riell Power has been providing reliable electrical power systems in the Rocky Mountain area since 1992. Our systems rely on the sun to help make you self-reliant for your power needs. Solar energy can be scaled to fit any situation, from complete power independence to backup power for the short term. Our expertise focuses on standalone power, but we have extensive experience with utility interactive systems as well. Custom-tailored capabilities allowed us at emergency lighting all the way to commercial-scale power. Great Plains Power is a full-service company. We service everything we sell. We provide and design turnkey packages, custom-designed system, and parts for do-it-yourself. With more than 20 years of specialized experience at your disposal, let us know what your power concerns or goals are. Reach us by phone or the internet. Call 303-239-9963. That's 303-239-9963. Or go to GreatPlainsSolar.com.
All right, guys, we're back. Let's hear what Ann Coulter has to say about racial quotas. She's here on the Joyce Kaufman Show.
And in keeping with my new commitment to strict racial quotas on this program, today speaking with a white female who goes by the name of Ann Coulter, because of yeah, I don't know these things, Ann, so you probably just yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be back with more Real Truth. Stick around.
no time to do anything.
Get out and save ourselves. Now we're left with nothing. No food, no water, no shelter.
I should have been more prepared. Preparedness here. I was 52 by 25. Preparedness here. 303, 91, 2022.
Ladies, this is Danny Golden informing you that heart attacks in men can be different than heart attacks in men. Women having heart attacks experience nausea, vomiting, indigestion, shortness of breath, or simply sudden and extreme fatigue, but no chest pain. Get emergency medical help and call 911 immediately if you are experiencing any of these symptoms. Pain, pressure, burning or squeezing in the chest, jaw, shoulder, back, or arms that last more than 5 to 10 minutes. Unexplained shortness of breath lasting more than 5 to 10 minutes. Sudden severe nausea, vomiting, or indigestion. Sudden sweating for no reason. Sudden unexplained extreme fatigue. Loss of consciousness or fainting. Or sudden unexplained panicky feeling of doom. The key, ladies, is to listen to your body. Follow your instincts, and if you experience symptoms that are disturbing to you in any way, or even remotely related to your heart, get yourself checked out right away. If your doctor brushes you off, that's a sign you need a new doctor, one who will actually do what is necessary to get to the bottom of your symptoms. The Lord brings the counsel of the nations to nothing. He makes the plans of the people of no effect. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people he has chosen as his own inheritance. Psalm 33, verses 10 through 12.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution.
American Window Tinting Incorporated in Frighttown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every effort to keep track of your little ones at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228.
Hi, folks. So welcome back to Real Truth. Howard Riell. You remember Anthony Scaramucci. He's a businessman. He was named the director of communications for Trump. In record time, he flamed out because he couldn't control his mouth. Anyway, here he is at the Oxford Union. Fascinating Q&A. Listen up. Let's remember why Anthony Scaramucci was picked in the first place. He's extremely bright, very patriotic, and he's honest. He speaks his mind, which obviously got him in trouble, but once again, I've said this in the past, I'll say it again. How refreshing to have an administration where people tell you what they really, really think. They don't hold back. They don't test their comments on focus groups before they say them. They don't say what you want them to say. They say what they really believe. And so you always know you're being communicated with honestly. How rare is that in American politics? Let's take a break. It's not that rare. Well, it is that rare in radio, but you're listening to some of it right now. This is Real Truth. We'll be right back.
We had no time to do anything.
Get out. Make ourselves. Now, no water, no shelter.
I should have been more preparedness here. I was 25. Or visit the telephone preparedness here. 303 981 9810. The Patriot Trading Group is a different kind of gold and silver company, cleaning up the industry for 21 years. Are you tired of the high-pressured sales tactics, the constant phone calls? Are you done with the bait and switch? You just want to be treated fairly with honesty and respect? That's exactly what you get when you call 800-951-0592. You have my word on it. I'm Joe Jaquin, CEO of the Patriot Trading Group. Check us out online at allamericangold.com.
Howdy, folks. Have you ever thought about having your own backyard chickens? Now you have a source for certified organic, no GMO, no soy chicken feed. HappyHens.biz can even deliver, or you can pick up. Call me, Tim, at 303-829-5948, or go to HappyHens.biz for pricing and ingredients. At HappyHens.biz, we love HappyHens.biz, or call us at 303-829-5948.
The American Freedom Network is not funded or supported by special interest groups or government programs. The American Freedom Network is not sponsored by advertisers demanding content programming control. The American Freedom Network is solely funded by you, the listener. Please help keep the American Freedom Network on the air by purchasing one of our sponsored fine products or by calling 1-800-205-6245 to make a donation. The American Freedom Network needs your help.
My friends, welcome back to Real Truth. Jordan Peterson is a Canadian clinical psychologist and professor of psychology at the University of Toronto. Here he is weighing in on exactly why globalism fails. All right, folks, let me interrupt because we got about a minute and a half from a commercial. But one thing that Jordan Peterson said jumped out at me. Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground, where he says that if people had a truly utopian society, the first thing they try and do is break it. Well, we don't have a truly utopian society, but we got something reminiscent of one, close to one. It's called the United States of America. And so you get people who want to break it. Well, there are a lot of ways you can break it. Unrestricted third world immigration. Feeling free to break the laws. Voting for idiots who are certain to break the system. Railing against free speech. I mean, there are a lot of ways to destroy a utopia. Now, like I said, America is not utopia, but we're close. As far as I'm concerned, we're about as close as anyone's ever gotten. And there are some people, I'll call them, I don't know, liberals, who want to break it. Why? That's a question for psychologists and psychiatrists. I'm not conversant enough in the human psyche and the labyrinthine twists and turns in it to tell you why liberals have this burning desire to rip things down. But they do. And they do rip things down. Which is why we're having so much trouble erecting a simple barrier between us and Mexico on the southern border. Which is why they're against meritocracy, which would only seem to make sense, right? When you get something where people are real comfortable, there's something twisted in the human psychology. We want to tear it down. So why people walk past a perfect, clean, pristine snowbank and have to put their foot in it. It's just that simple and basic. When we figure out how to fix that, then we'll have something. We'll take a break, and we will bring matters to a conclusion here on Real Truth.
Tom Phillips, founder of the Green Earth. Well, it had to happen. When Colorado legalized marijuana, most people thought the Green Earth was a marijuana dispensary. Also, it was legalized on January the 1st, 2014. The same day we opened our new location at 4565 Kimball Street, 1.5 blocks south of I-70. There are 83,000 cars a day passing in front of our new location on Kimball Street, and most of them thought we were a marijuana dispensary. We changed the name of our retail store to New Genesis Health, but we kept the name of our Green Earth supplements. So when you come to our new location, look for our new name, New Genesis Health, or call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372. And be sure to listen to the Healthy Nature Show with Linda Phillips every Tuesday at 1 p.m. TLR Associates of Boulder wants you to remember your life began at conception, and so does the life of every yet-to-be-born person. Baby and mother both lose when 1 in 3 women go against their instincts and choose abortion. Former abortion doctor Nathan said people do not understand that there are thousands of serious physical complications from abortion every year in this country. Post-abortion crises include severe guilt, depression and regret, anxiety disorder, sleep disturbance, suicide, violent behavior, sterility, increased risk of miscarriage and delivery complications and premature birth. International Journal of Epidemiology reported abortion increases breast cancer risk by 9%. Every helpless baby has the right to life, too. This life-giving message is brought to you by TLR Associates of Boulder, providing a job well done for your home or business with design, stucco, stone, and brick. Call TLR Associates of Boulder, 303-921-3310. TLR Medallion branded stucco protection serves the Boulder and northern Colorado area. Check.
Item from the Jerusalem Post, Dateline Berlin, the man known as the bookkeeper of Auschwitz, who in 2015 became one of the last people to be convicted for crimes in the Nazi genocide of Europe's Jews during World War II, has died at age 96, the magazine Der Spiegel reported on Monday. Oscar Groening was sentenced to 4 years for his role as an accessory to the murder of 300,000 of the Auschwitz concentration camp's roughly 1 million victims. He was in the hospital when he died and had yet to begin his sentence. Unquote. My friends, this character was 96 years old and justice caught up with him. The lesson is obvious. He who blesses the Jewish people is blessed. He who curses them will be cursed. And my friends, no, he didn't escape 1 second of punishment. Item. From InfoWars, a Georgia police officer was caught on a dash cam video allegedly being kidnapped after gang members attempted to flee the scene by driving away during a traffic stop last week, making it more than a mile in rush hour traffic before being stopped. Unquote. My friends, in America in the 21st century, police can be kidnapped. So what do we do with these gang members? I'll tell you what we should do with them. We should execute them. No time left to pussyfoot with criminals anymore, especially people willing to kidnap a police officer. What would they do to you? Item. From InfoWars, Uber's chief brand officer, Bazoma St. John, told CNN on Sunday she wants white men to recognize that a bunch of white guys working together in an office is a problem which they need to fix. From CNN, quote, I want white men to look around in their office and say, oh, look, there's a lot of white men here. Let's change this, unquote, St. John said at the South by Southwest Festival on Sunday. St. John said the onus should not be on people of color to improve diversity of work. Quote, why do I as a black woman have to fix that? There's 50 of you, there's 1 of me. Y'all fix it. Everybody else needs to make the noise. I want white men to make the noise. Unquote. I want criminally stupid people like Bazoma St. John to shut up. Item from InfoWars. It's been 5 years since former U.S. spy chief James Clapper lied to Congress about the NSA's giant surveillance program, and the statute of limitations for his crime is coming to an end, guaranteeing him a peaceful retirement. Unquote. My friends, this is one bastard who should not have a peaceful retirement. Item. An investigation by the Sunday Mirror has revealed Britain's worst ever grooming scandal, which saw authorities paralyzed for 40 years by fears of racism, accusations as grooming gangs victimized up to 1,000 girls in Telford. The left-leaning newspaper claims its 18-month investigation found, quote, abuse on unprecedented levels, unquote, with 3 women being killed when abuser Azhar Ali Mahmoud burned down their home with them inside, 2 others dying in connection with the scandal. Social workers reportedly knew of the abuse, which saw girls as young as 11 targeted from the 1990s. But police took 10 years to launch an investigation, and the authorities failed to keep tabs on suspects and perpetrators from the South Asian community, fearing racism accusations. Unquote. My friends, number 1, don't be afraid of racism accusations if you're not really practicing racism. 2, all the cops who could have done something and didn't for a year should be fired and jailed. Jailed. Item from the Hill, an Oakland coffee shop is facing criticism after denying service to a local police officer, citing a policy of protecting, quote, the physical and emotional safety of its customers, unquote. My friends, I can't make this stuff up. This is exactly how sick our country has become. I'll see you tomorrow.